What? I'm Bloody Oliver, and this video finally we will see graphic tools. How to create and animate graphic layers. Let's see.
Well, in this video, we will get to see the production tools. To start, we need to create a project or open an existing project. In this case, we will open my project. For those who do not remember, it's that project with 3 empty compositions in different formats and different background colors too, to the preview video, okay? We will use the first composition and create a solid in it. Layer, new, solid. I do not want to create with this setting, and so let's change the value. We can put in the text box a value or choose by dimmer. In this case, we will put numerically, okay? And wow, because the solid has the same color as the background, we cannot see it. We'll change the color, layer, solid settings, to intense red, okay? Wow, this is it. Another thing we will do, we will change the time duration, okay? And my composition settings, and mark here to 5 seconds, the length of the composition, okay? From 10 to 5. And the next step, I'm going to the text tool, okay? The software changes the folder for the creation text environment, okay? I can choose the location and enter a name, for example, Bloody Oliver, okay. How did I get this letter and this size with this type font? This is because the software saves the last text configuration that I used, okay? We can look a list, a big list of our Windows fonts here, okay? The most suitable type for our project. In this case, we will keep the type font that I'm working now, okay? With my marked object, I can decrease the size or increase the size. There is not a scale in the object, okay? Increase the spacing, change the type, okay? Change the paragraph, as we do in Photoshop. For those who know that software too, okay? We will deselect the text and reselect the text and reselect the arrow, okay? To position the text in my timeline, something like that. After doing my settings, I can close the test windows, okay? In this case, to get more workspace, or take a reset standard, okay? To go back to original settings, okay? I put my cursor in the home position, the initial position, okay? With the select test, I will enter P for position. When I open this control position, I need to click on this little clock icon here to make an initial keyframe of my animation. Here's the keyframe, the yellow losango here, okay? I drag my cursor at the new point in the timeline and modify the value. Let's see the value. Yes, let's drag this and resample this window and put something like that. Okay, with this, we simple animate. You can see the marks from the patch, the animation path, okay? We must repeat the process for the red solid. Select the solid, P for the position. With my active position, I trigger my little clock icon again to mark the initial position. And I will move to put the initial keyframe in another position, okay? Wow, go. In this case, oh, it's not so good, okay? Let's go to invert the keyframe here. Wow, at this point, oh, this looks better, okay? Choose another setting, R, for example. For rotate, I click again in this little icon, and I can go to another point, and in this case, for example, I go put the number in this box, okay? 180 degrees, for example. What will happen? An animation! In the next video, we will see the other settings like scale, opacity, and so on, okay? The After Effects animation process is very simple. Simply select the position, rotation, scale, and enable the clockwork icon and change the value to an appropriate for the moment. Simple, isn't it? See you in the next time.
Before God we are all equally wise and equally foolish. Albert Einstein.
Ensino gratuito de tecnologia? Eu abraço essa causa. Abraço você também.